In this edition of One Play Wednesday, we're going to take a look at Hayden Hurst's ridiculous three-toe tap catch along the right sideline in the Bengals' 23-20 loss to the Steelers. Steelers are going to be in a dime look. It's going to be 3rd and 3, 3rd and 4. I'm trying to set the stage for you. I think this is fourth quarter. Once the Ravens game was over, the broadcast switched over to the Bengals game, so I was able to watch that for a little while. Hurst, if you ask me, has a unique opportunity. It's unfortunate that he has that, however, because T. Higgins suffered a concussion for the Bengals in the second quarter, like mid-second quarter, I believe, and was out for the rest of the game. Obviously, some discussion yesterday about, would he be able to play this week or not. Number one, I think the Hayden Hurst signing was really bright by the Bengals front office. Losing C.J. Uzomah, they replace him with a guy who, to be honest with you, is more athletic in a lot of ways, probably better as a blocker at the point of attack, or at least, slightly better in my opinion. And I'm really referring to Hurst's time back with the Ravens, where he was used on a lot of option concepts and he was asked to read something in combination with the quarterback. And also, too, I think Hayden Hurst is a underrated receiver of the football. And what you'll see here on this play, and this is going to be the only one that I show you, is he's lined up as the X receiver. The bunch set is down here to the bottom. And let's let it run one time through so you can see his catch, and then it'll rewind in and of itself. Burrow's looking left, and there's an underrated player here for the Steelers that I think is going to have a huge impact, to be honest with you, and that is inside linebacker Myles Jack. He is very smart and aware in coverage. Watch how he's going to cover up two routes. Initially, the little under route by number 80, and I think they're trying to pull him in that direction and then fit this underneath to Chase on this 3rd and 3. Burrow trusts Chase, and we all would too. But his eyes, when I say his, Myles Jack, he's looking at the receivers first. There's a lot of talk about looking at the quarterback, and people get too caught up on that. People have to read routes, and he reads this route and lets it pass through and understands that he's going to get a second route that's trying to attack him. Very underrated guy in coverage, if you ask me. Now his eyes are on the quarterback, obviously, because he's looking to see which route the quarterback's going to throw the ball to, because in that instant, he's already identified the routes that are threatening his area. Now he's breaking on Chase, preventing Burrow from throwing the football. And you can see Burrow, a lot of his throws are anticipation. You'll get the end zone angle too. And then I'm going to try to slow this down a little bit for you, and we'll see if this frame by frame works. No, it does not. All right, so 1, 2, 3. I was impressed when they replayed it and saw that he didn't get 2 feet down. He got 3 feet down. That's atypical. Most of the time you would get, 2 feet down, and that would be it. Hayden Hurst gives a little shrug like, what did you guys expect to the crowd? Beautiful play, clutch, because that was a 3rd and 3, like I mentioned. Helped the Bengals go down and get a touchdown, I believe. All right, end zone angle. Let's watch Myles Jack and then Burrow as he reads this. Number 80 is off screen to our right. He's the one running the little drag. Watch Burrow pump fake. He reads it, and he's going to go to Chase. There was like 3 instances in this game that I saw where Burrow pump faked, and the DB or linebacker was on a particular leverage side and was starting to break. I think the Steelers had exquisite film study prior to this game. They were uniquely prepared for a lot of the short timing routes that Burrow and Chase and a lot of other guys are able to execute, very efficiently. But this was, an amazing throw. Maybe a touch high, I guess some people would say, but Burrow's trying to get this over top of the squat corner. When I say squat corner, I mean the guy who's sitting in the flats here, and then you have the safety over the top. Kind of like, an indefensible area of the field if you're not going to get hands on Hayden Hurst initially as the X receiver. Underrated player. Coming from Atlanta last year, where I don't think he had a great impact, but honestly, I expect him to have an impact with the Bengals. I think this week, if the Bengals are unable to get T. Higgins to go, which I would expect that they would err on the side of caution, Hayden Hurst can be a big part of the game plan. He's capable. Joe Burrow, if you ask me, clearly trusts him, and why wouldn't he? Hayden Hurst has produced. Us Ravens fans, we remember, a couple of the long touchdown catches that he had for the Ravens, his ability to block at the point of attack, versatility, being able to line up at receiver, at H-back, at tight end, inline tight end. Really solid and underrated football player, and I think there's hundreds of those guys across the NFL. One Play Wednesday is going to be one of my opportunities to try to highlight some of those guys, to be honest with you. Hayden Hurst, I just happened to pick this one because I saw the play live as, like I said, the broadcast had switched over from the Ravens game against the Jets when it completed to the Bengals game at home against the Steelers. If you have any ideas for other One Play Wednesday concepts, you're more than welcome to put them in this video. I'll have a little bit of time. I'm generally going to move on from this initiative every Wednesday evening and move on to film study, finish film study. Really, it's really allowing me to do is put out short 4 or 5 minute videos and then continue my own film study of guys like Kyle Hamilton, Patrick Queen, Trayvon Walker, Drake London, and a couple of other rookies that I think people would like to see film of. Let me know what you think of One Play Wednesday as a concept, what you think of this video and Hayden Hurst's catch. I thought it was quite ridiculous, very timely, and just showed his ability and the impact that he potentially could have for this Bengals offense.